Sala is a young Ghanaian who left the U.S. and applied for a job in Malabo, the capital of Equatorial Guinea, to start an ICT company. His company is now the leading ICT service provider to the top 15 oil and gas companies in the oil-rich country. The company, known as IPX, was worth $200,000 in 2005. It is now worth $6.5 million. The chief executive officer of the company is Dzidzor Sala. Edward Nyakon has more.
This is the city that pulled this young Ghanaian IT expert to move from the US, where he had his IT education, to come and trade his talent. Dzidzor, who had his secondary education at St. Mary's Seminary at Hoho in the Volta region, shares his memories when he was first told by his employers in the US that he was coming to work in Fernando Po.
What you do, you just change geographical locations. It's who you are. You can actually be in Ghana and make it. You can be in Equatorial Guinea and make it. You can as well be in the US and make it.
Fernando Po, which is now Equatorial Guinea, was a place that Okwashi brought cocoa from in 1879 to help transform Ghana's economy. And to Dzidzor to come to Malabo to start a company from scratch was not only historic, but also a dream come true.
We've grown a lot. We've grown more than 250% of how we started.
Today, the footprint of IPX, which was less than $250,000 in 2005, can now be found in both governmental institutions and leading private sector oil companies.
We deal with US-based large oil and gas companies like ExxonMobil, Marathon Oil, Noble Energy, Ophir Energy, and most of these are US-based oil companies, with the service companies as well from the US.
But was life all that rosy when he set foot on the soil of Malabo? How did he overcome the challenges?
It was a rough start, trying to know the community, the perception of the people around you, and how to deal with them business-wise. So it was a really tough start, but with persistence and consistency, I just went through it, and by the grace of God, I'm where I am today.
The law seen to the need of indigenes of Equatorial Guineans is worth emulating by other African countries. Over here, the take-home pay for domestic workers or house helps is $500. Dzidzor currently employs 25 people with 8 engineers from Philippines and Ghana as well.
I'm working here now for 2 years and I find it very successful, and we expanded a lot.
He recalls those days when he was growing up in Tema and some of the things he used to do.
Usually I play keyboard, so I like to be in the pot. One of the songs that I like so much, it just touches me anytime I sing it. It says, I have a father, he calls me his own, he'll never leave me no matter where I go.
The vision of Equatorial Guinea is captured under its Horizon 2020 program, under which Malabo is to be turned into the topmost 21st century city in Africa.
One of the things they're talking about is to be the Dubai of Africa.
Dzidzor touches how privileged he finds himself to be part of a core group of young men and women who are helping to shape the future of a nation which is on its way of becoming a full-fledged middle-income country.
I stayed in Tema. Ghana was already built. But when I came in here, the infrastructure of this country were being built, and for that matter, the entire country is under construction, heavy construction. The growth in the telecom industry, the infrastructure industry. I find myself in a peculiar place where I'm part of building a country, which is a privilege because you walk into offices and meet your colleagues who are the same age group, holding very high government positions, making decisions for a country and taking you along. I think it's a privilege to be working for the government of Equatorial Guinea.
From the plush area of Punto Europa, where IPS is located, it is certain that the power of the black gold is a driving force behind infrastructure development in Fernando Po, now Malabo, but this is yet to translate into the lives of the masses. Edward Nyakun, reporting for GTV News.
Bedroom best 1:30 a.m. A teacher, my man, called them in Shaka via Father Welcome. To be tracked out by Kumbianu with a car taillight, a pack. And make up as a Roberts. Master, the question, who ye, Mijina, a Tunia, Nadia, form a mammy, the car anymore, Master Yassakatua.
Mr. Amiyo had other concerns.
But dangerous, a hammer, Yabasa to a bad name, IGP. So free as you also, a bar, Cobreso, Downsto, Kinkersu. The question that was a blue war, and we kept a corner master, a Jim Nakatoa, if it's a one home. What a person be anyhow. A team Ricardo Abasa, what was and I never say who accounting, wouldn't be cut about to track at once.
The passengers, including Abdul Samad Mustak, admit that the fear of encountering armed robbers on that road has also been done away with.
The escort actually is a very good idea. The passengers are relaxed and they know that because of the security, that's why they are there.
One of the major causes of accidents on a major highway such as the Accra-Tamale 1 is tiredness on the part of drivers, but a waiting period of about 2 hours will perhaps assist them to rest before continuing on their journey. Also, records from custom officials indicate that about 80% of the drivers using articulated trucks bound for Burkina Faso, Niger and Mali traveled during the night, but the drivers say the presence of the police and soldiers slows the pace of movement. However, the tightening of the screws of security on the northern corridor will dispel the fear associated with traveling during the night and boost trade in the ECOWAS market. Edward Nyakun, reporting for GTV News.